Please Zombie. You probably know me from my other YouTube channel where I do my music. Anyways, this is going to be a more proper introduction to my channel. That being, I am going to tell you more or less about shamanism on my neck of the woods, which would be from Siberia and Central Asia. That being said, that's what I usually will be talking about. I was going to do my makeup, but it's going to be a bit of a bitch to do. So anyways, I was just going to put black lipstick on and away I go because I like black lipstick. So you probably know what my legal name is. It's Elena. That being said, I am also interested not just in YouTubing, but I also play the handpan, the guitar, ukulele, and tongue drum, if I can imagine what's behind my iPad/camera. So and I'm going to be going into a band called Moonfire. I picked the name because the moon frigs with my temperament sometimes, so it's just a simple fact that the moon frigs with it and I like to set it on fire. That being said, I am a bit of a shaman. I'm still working on healing myself before I can heal other people. Happy New Year's, just to tell you that. And, well, let's see. I said that I'm a musician. I'm also an artist. I've done my own, not done my own, but designed my own tattoos. For example, this is one that I've, or at least helped design. This is one I actually designed. I actually designed the Big Dipper too. Not the constellation, but this. And many others that I wish I could show you. There's another one. And I like drawing. I used to like painting, but it's very hard to do because you have to clean up after yourself, and that can be a bitch. That being said, I like drawing, and if I do paint, it would be on my iPad. I might end up doing some painting videos on sketches. That being said, I also use Procreate because my tattoo artist also uses Procreate. A lot of tattoo artists use Procreate, which I was hoping to be a tattoo artist, but I'm not getting rid of the app. I'm hoping to be a makeup assistant, like the makeup. I'm hoping to be a makeup assistant and be helping a makeup artist and learn a little bit about makeup other than from Bailey Sarian. My channel is basically about similar to Bailey's, except I don't do my makeup. I don't talk about true crime. I talk about arts, culture, shamanism. That's basically what I talk about. And I don't know how long the frequency is, so I'm an artist. I'm also a writer. I'm currently working on my memoirs, and I'm going to be working on a screenplay. If you have any ideas of what a good alternative hobby is, because I'm looking for a new hobby anyway, other than this, and the creative stuff, I'm looking forward to a new hobby. Also, I'm neurodivergent. I do have OCD, so if you're wondering why I take takes and then I screw the video some of the time and not do it, that's why, because I'm a little bit of a perfectionist. I design my own studio, and I'd rather use that than a kick in the arse. That being said, I'll be talking about life as well. So anyways, so you know who I am creatively, and done YouTube channels. That being said, I am goth. You'll see me wearing black lipstick for the most part because it's a goth staple. I'm more of a goth than anything else aesthetically, as well as musically in some cases. I do enjoy anything that's not preppy or normal. I just can't do it. Let's just say my mother tried to get me to fit in, and obviously it didn't work. I am non-binary, and I am who I am at birth, which would be female at birth. I have no plans on changing who I was genetically and at birth, but as far as this thing is concerned, my noggin, so you're going to hear that word a lot, or fucking squirrel, as I call it too, you will see that I will be talking about a lot of different things about mental health. But anyways, my brain is wired to be non-binary. It's just the way your brain is wired. Sometimes you're trans and you think you want to be a certain gender and you're not. Well, you don't do anything about your stuff, but you do mention that you have a different gender, non-binary. In this case, it's more mental than it is physical. I do have Asperger's and ADHD. I've always had that. Now, some of my hobbies include, obviously, drawing, getting and receiving receiving tattoos, piercings, makeup. Sometimes you might see me do some makeup. Writing, reading. I like to read. I love to stargaze and do astronomy. I like to play the guitar and my instruments, like the handpan and the guitar mainly, not because they were expensive gifts, but because they are worth something in here, my heart. That being said, they mean a lot to me, so I use them a lot. I am a subpar singer at times. If you've heard my music channel, then you've probably heard that I'm an alto. I'm not a soprano, so do be aware. And I just currently got on Spotify as Flea Zombie. Flea as in the little tick that will piss your dog off. Because I have that effect at times with some people. Some people, not all people, but I'm not here to piss you off, nor the other way around. I don't like to piss people off. Anyways, I'll be talking mostly about different things in the arts and the different things that the arts, like cultures and arts and shamanism, because that's like entertainment and shamanism, basically. I do like other things, and my favorite music is Insane Clown Posse, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Mary J. Blige, death metal. I'm not too fond of black metal, but death metal, yes. Rap metal, which would be like new metal, indie rock like Coldplay and the stuff I pump out on YouTube or whatever, and handpan music. Also, I like Indigenous Canadian or Indigenous American music, which has a very nice ring to it. The music itself, it's very nice. The voices are very nice. My favorite would be Buffy St. Marie. That being said, this is my little Heidi Who, and I will be talking about different things, as I said. Then my favorite movies would be, I think it's called Badlands. I think that's the last one I saw. And then the last one I saw was the third Venom. I've seen all the Venoms. The second last one I saw was Badlands with the planet Pandora. I think it was based on a video game. I'm not too sure, but it was very good. I also like The Creator, Star Trek movies. I also enjoy different things like some crime shows or movies, documentaries. I also enjoy doing a lot of going to different movies. There's some kid movies that are funny if they're not too kiddish, like Despicable Me 4, The Simpsons movie, and stuff like that. So you can imagine that this stuff I like. It's not a hard brainer. Also, I enjoy a lot of TV shows. I like the Trailer Park Boys. Yes, I do like the Trailer Park Boys. I enjoy Cobra Kai, that's another one. I enjoy Grey's Anatomy. I enjoy Family Guy. I enjoy King of the Hill, Criminal Minds, stuff like that. So that's what I like to talk about. Not talk about, but watch and stuff. I also watch SWAT and Desperate Housewives and stuff. The books I like to read. The last good book I read was Kingdom of the Blind by Louise Penny. I think she's a Canadian author because her stuff takes place in Canada. If you're used to Louise Penny, then you know who I'm talking about. But I don't usually read a lot of murder mysteries. I like a lot of romance. I like a lot of poetry. I like a lot of fantasy and astronomy books and stargazing books, so you can imagine that. And tattoo designing books to design a tattoo. Not that I need know how, but it would be a good idea to keep the brain sharp as a whistle. Also, I enjoy Clive Cussler and other stuff like that. There's a book I have to give to my friend. So you get the drift. And the Stephen King's The Stand is the real doo-doo there, too. That one my father taught me to read. Believe it or not, my father taught me to read that book. That was the first book I learned to read, was Stephen King's The Stand. And that's basically my intro. I was born in a little country. It wasn't very nice at the beginning when I was there. For my first 2 years of my life, it supposedly wasn't very nice. It was Romania. It was the time of the Ceausescu regime, so it was kind of a pain in my ass having to hear the rat-a-tat-a-tat of the gunfire and stuff as a little baby, and I didn't really get the whole, and I still don't get the whole war idea. Don't get me started on that. Anyway, so I was adopted. I was raised Catholic. You can imagine how that turned out, the way I look. You can imagine how that turned out. It didn't turn out very well, as I was more of a ghost and spirit person. They're more of a mythological based. I'm sorry to say that, sorry. If you're Catholic, Christian, Jewish, or Muslim, I'm sorry, but basically it is mythology, in my opinion. To me, if now I believe there are ghosts and spirits, they reside in nature. That's where the shamanism part will come into play. I'm not going to shove my beliefs or my opinions down your throat. I'm just going to inform you about crystals and different practices that some people of my stock do, as well as I'm going to talk about pop culture. That's basically it, because I lived and started to form memories when pop culture was actually starting to get real good. And you can imagine that it was the 90s, so you had Backstreet Boys, you had the Spice Girls, you had Aqua, you had Ace of Base, you had everything. Nowadays, what do we have? Insert cricket sounds here. Miley Cyrus? I don't know. But anyways, that's basically, as I said, insert cricket sounds here. I'm gonna try my best to be very graceful with how I deliver my stuff. And basically, my favorite TV show as well is Xena Warrior Princess and Hercules. That's one other exception. I do like Buffy the Vampire Slayer for nostalgic purposes. One thing you must know about me is I am a unique experience. That's basically me. I'm a unique experience. You never know what you're going to get out of me. Box of mixed chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. Think that's what box of chocolates. Yeah. The way Forrest Gump would say it, life is like a box of chocolates, and basically it is. You don't know what the hell you're going to get. And basically, that's what life is, and you have to go through that yourself. I'm not going to say what my New Year's resolutions are, as they're a little personal and embarrassing. Particularly, I had some bad habits I'd like to get rid of. So, in my childhood, from 6 years old to about 17, I was bullied. So I have a quick draw of the temper, which I'm trying to get rid of. I also, because I was being bullied, I did a lot of intimidation tactics as a kid, which wasn't very good. I can mention that another time if you want to talk about bullying. But that's basically this is me in a nutshell. Hope you enjoy. And also, I'm trying to think. If you can find me please find me a good extra hobby. I'm looking for a new hobby all the time. Just go below and tell me what the hobby you think I should try. And I will try it out if it's more or less free, because I am not one to carry the green stuff. I don't like that stuff. Never did. Will not use it unless I have to. Like if I have to pay for something, so I don't use that stuff unless I have to give to a store. There's no way I'm going to steal. But if you can find me a good hobby that doesn't involve too much of this, I would be very happy to hear about that. So that's basically it. This is my intro. This is me in a nutshell. And be happy, be must, and I'll be seeing you soon. Be safe.